Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids! It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello, faithful Squiz Kids listeners, and welcome to the Kids vs. Adults Bumper Holidays Quiz on Myths and Legends. I'm Bryce Corbett. All year in the Squiz Kids Daily Podcast, we've been bringing you the big news stories of the day run through our kid-friendly filter to make sure you know all you need to know about the world around you. And at the end of every week, we've tested how much you've retained in the Kids vs. Adults Weekly News Quiz. But now, because it's the holidays, we're presenting a couple of bumper Kids vs. Adult quizzes on a couple of fun topics to see who's smarter, kids or adults. So, here's how this quiz works. 10 questions for kids about popular myths and legends, then 10 questions for adults. Whoever answers the most correct questions wins. Easy peasy. You ready? Let's do this. Alright kids, here are your 10 questions. Question number 1. Let's kick off with some mythical creatures. What's the name of the mythical creature that looks like a horse but has a single horn on its forehead? Yeah, of course, it's a unicorn. Question number 2. Still on mythical creatures, what sort of mythical creature has thick, scaly skin, flies through the air, and is even capable of a little bit of fire breathing? I am, of course, talking about dragons. Question number 3. What sort of mythical creature is famous for living under a bridge and made a star appearance in the Billy Goat's Gruff? I'll give you a hint. They also make an appearance in the Frozen films and had their very own film franchise recently with characters that included DJ Suki, King Gristle, and Branch. I'm, of course, talking about trolls. Question number 4. The Danish author Hans Christian Andersen famously wrote a story that later received the full Disney film treatment about what sort of mythical creature who lived undersea but dreamt of one day living on dry land, becoming a part of your world. Yes, of course, I'm talking about mermaids. Question number 5. Let's turn to legends now and name the man who lived in Nottingham Forest with a band of merry men and stole from the rich to give to the poor. Yeah, that's right, it's Robin Hood. Question number 6. Here's a legend with an historical twist. During the siege of the city of Troy, the Greeks tricked the Trojans by building an enormous wooden what and then hiding soldiers inside it. That's right, they built an enormous wooden horse. You've probably heard of the Trojan horse. Question number 7. Let's turn now to Greek gods and pop culture. What's the name of the kid who's the main character in an excellent series of books by Rick Riordan, who is a demigod and a descendant of a mortal mother and the Greek god of Poseidon? Did you say Percy Jackson? You would be correct. Question number 8. Still on Greek mythology, and what is the name of the goddess of victory, who happens to also be the name of a popular brand of shoes and sportswear? That's right, her name is Nike. Question number 9, turning now to Norse mythology. And what is the name of the Norse god of thunder? You know, the bloke with the hammer who makes thunder and lightning wherever he goes. That's right, his name is Thor. Question number 10, let's finish with a mythical creature. And this one is said to live in a Scottish loch or lake. And from grainy photographs, it seems to resemble an enormous underwater serpent. I am, of course, talking about the Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie as she's affectionately known. How did you go, kids? How many did you get right out of 10? Do you reckon you're going to beat the adults? Yeah, I reckon so too. Now, before we get to the adults' questions, a quick message about a good cause I hope you'll all get behind. So, what if I told you that you could win big prizes and help save the planet too? Mobile Muster, also known as Australia's biggest phone recycling program, has officially launched its Mega Schools competition. Mobile Muster wants you to get creative around the theme of what's in a phone. Whip up a mind-blowing drawing, sculpt a masterpiece, or even create a short film. There are a whopping 13 million broken, unused phones in our drawers that could be recycled. Your entry could help save the planet by encouraging the 3 in 5 Aussies hoarding an unused phone to recycle it. Head over to mobilemuster.com.au to check out last year's winners, grab some incredible resources, and find out how to recycle your broken phone. You'll learn exactly what's inside a phone and why recycling them is so important. And trust me, the facts will surprise you. So, what's in it for you? Other than being an eco hero? The epic prizes up for grabs include a virtual zoo visit by Taronga Zoo and a $4,000 JB Hi-Fi gift card for the winning class. Plus, 3 runners-up will snag themselves $1,000 in gift cards too. So, don't miss out. Submit your entry before November 1 at mobilemuster.com.au and help make a real difference. All right, adults, now it's your turn. Fire up the grey matter. Here we go. Question number 1, and let's kick off with a mythological Aussie creature, said to live in billabongs, creeks and swamps. Starting with B, what creature am I talking about? Did you say bunyip, adults? Well done to you. Question number 2. Here's an easy one. What is the name of the mythical city that is said to exist under the sea? Its name is, of course, Atlantis. Question number 3. The sword in the stone is one of the most famous legends in English folklore. What was the name of the magician who placed the sword into the stone? His name, of course, was Merlin. Question number 4. What was the name of the young king who pulled the sword out of the stone? Yes, of course, it was King Arthur. Question number 5. In Greek mythology, who is the king of the gods? Well done, adults, if you said Zeus. Question number 6, staying with the Greeks, what's the name of the mortal whose curiosity overcame her, and despite warnings from the gods, nevertheless opened the box that she'd been given? Her name was Pandora. Pandora's box. Surely you've heard of that. Question number 7. The Pied Piper is renowned in legend for having rid which town of its plague of rats? It's the town of Hamelin in Germany. Question number 8. Name the mythical place said to be somewhere in South America, which was famed as being a city of gold, and the search for it became a byword for striving for something that most likely isn't there. I'm talking, of course, about El Dorado. Question number 9. Made famous by Shakespeare in Henry V, this legend involves the complex tying of a rope, said to be such a complicated knot that only a king could untie it. What knot am I talking about? Well done if you said the Gordian knot. Question number 10. Finally, one of my favourites from Greek mythology. This woman is said to have had a head full of live snakes. Yes, of course, it's Medusa. How did you go, adults? How many did you get right? Did you beat the kids? I should hope so. Now that we've given your brain cells a workout, it's now time for this week's
Shout outs.
And it's a very happy birthday to all the Squiz kids celebrating a birthday today and over the coming week. And because there's so many of you, I reckon we're going to need the help of the birthday reggae tune. Hit it! And it's a happy birthday to Jackson and Quinn from Warrnambool, Zaina from Parkville, and Zaina and Lynette from Point Cook, Tiffany from Campsie, Tasma from Ballina, twins Charlie and Aditya from Canberra, Heath from Lura, Anastasia from Duncraig, Sage from Rapid Bay, Gracie and Gabe from Yass, Sane from Berwick, Parry from Forest Lake, Raffy from Tocumwal, Dhruv from Glen Waverley, Brooklyn from Rosebery, Annalise from Maruka, Dustin from Gyra, Rumbala from Dalkeith, Aaron from Perth, I'm not even halfway there, Abhinav from Quakers Hill, Edie from Brisbane, Charlie from Jerilderie, Emily from Ashmont, Freya from Parkside, Memphis from Narandra, Orlando from Mount Coolum, Fletcher from Wangaratta, Hunter from Tempe, are you still with me? Brianna from Pacific Pines, Aria from Inverell, Yashas, Olivia, Alice and Marcus from Castle Hill, Yashisha from Dubbo, Theo from Thaguna, Benji Luke from Gyra, Heidi from Caloundra West, gosh, so many of you, Jack from Wavell Heights, Nylan from Oran Park, Charlie from Middle Harbour, Aurelia from Gunning, and Anthony, who's listening all the way over there in Los Angeles in the United States. Phew! Well, that's all we have time for. I hope you're enjoying these quizzes. Remember, Christy will be back next Monday with another excellent school holiday quiz, this time on famous inventions and inventors. And if you're looking for other school holiday entertainment, remember that from Tuesday to Friday of the next fortnight, Christy will also be presenting a Squiz Kids Daily Brain Teaser. The riddle drops on this podcast feed first thing in the morning. The answer will be dropped at 2:30 in the afternoon, with a clue posted to our socials at midday. Genius. And then, normal Squiz Kids programming will resume on Monday, September 30, when we're back with your kid-friendly daily news fix, Squiz Kids Today. For now, though, this is Bryce Corbett signing off and reminding you all to get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.